have that on because every time it comes down to a new pierce point, it's going to touch, and then it's going to come up to your cut length. Here, it's got cut height and pierce height as 0.06. I always run that at 0.1 and 0.1. 0.1. Tab. Just because 0.06 is a little bit close, so if your torch light's on and any of that splatter starts to come up out of your cut and it makes contact between the plate and the torch light at the same time, it's going to start trying to come down, and that's going to cause you problems. And then your safe height can be whatever you want. It's just the higher the safe height that you have, the longer your program's going to take. Cause
is that just how where it travels above?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't really worry about the safe life too much because I'm always standing it. That machine, you could set a program for 48 hours, go home, come back.
Yeah.
And odds are you're still going to be fine, still going to be running.
Yeah.
This you have to stand with it. Because a piece can be cut and kick out because it welded itself to one of the slats. So now it's sticking up 1.5 inches, 2 inches, whatever.
Yeah.
And the torch can come back through and hit it. So I listen to it as it's cutting. As soon as it's done, I take a quick look, see if that piece fell out or whatever. And it's going to keep running. Every time it goes to a new spot, I just take a quick look.
Yeah.
So that safe height is at 3. Pierce height on most of your gauge metals, your sheet gauge metals, you don't need a pierce height. But if you got into I think that's 3/16, you're going to probably start having a pierce height of something on there, even if it's 1/10 of a second. You need to sit there and fire that torch every time it pierces off for a certain amount of time to burn clear through the material before it starts traveling. Because if it doesn't burn through before it starts traveling, that whole line is going to be junk, you know.
And it knows to do that, right?
Yeah, it's going to program that into it. What I always do is like I said, most of the sheet metal gauges are good. However, the thicker materials you get into, the numbers are skewed a little bit. And that's simply because torch height, they send us the cut list essentially that we load in the program. You're going to think I'm blowing smoke, but I'm really not. This stuff is so technical that elevation change, humidity in the air, quality of the steel, all that makes a difference. So, like I said, the thicker the material, the more those numbers are off. So if I get into like 1/4 inch or higher, I always refer to this sheet first and just match it. So here's sheet gauges here. If I flip this around here, you have aluminums, you've got mild steel. So, and then fine cuts, let's see, 1/4 inch, that's stainless. Stainless.